Are you a leader or are you a follower? Because a lot of people like to blame their environment. They like to blame the people around them, the friends that they hang around. Oh, I party and I do drugs and I'm not disciplined and I do this and I do that. But it's because of my friends, it's because of my environment. Listen, a leader does not follow what others do. A leader gets up and does what he wants to do. If he wants to better his life, he does it. He doesn't just wait for permission, right? And that's why being a leader is important for bettering your life and also for getting women. Because when you are a leader, you take the lead no matter where you're at. Whether it's getting up in an environment where all the odds are stacked against you and you were supposed to be a statistic, you were supposed to be this type of person, you were supposed to be a party person who does drugs and is just broke their entire life, but instead you got up and you started focusing on how you can build your skills, you started building your discipline, you started building your consistency, you kept your word to yourself, and you said, you know what? I'm going to take the lead. And it's the same thing with women, right? Because a lot of guys, they wait for choosing signals. When you're waiting for choosing signals, you're being a follower. You are being a follower. And listen, for those guys who are going to comment in the comments, oh, listen, I understand. I understand very well, right? I understand both sides. I understand when you want to know if a woman is interested before you make a move. Okay, but understand this. When you are a leader, you go after what you want, regardless of what people say or what people think. So if you see a woman and you like her and you go after her, that's you taking the lead. That's you taking the initiative. And 9 times out of 10, women like that. And when you understand that rejection is a part of the game and it doesn't phase you, you can take the lead. You can go and talk to that woman, even though she didn't give you the choosing signal, right? Why? Because you're a leader. And if she rejects you, it's over in what? 10 seconds. Who cares? You went after what you want. You went after what it is that you wanted. Okay? And if she's not reciprocating that, then you move on. It's okay. No worries, right? You take the lead in every environment that you're in. That's how you get up. That's how you become a better man. Because when you're not a leader and you're a follower, don't expect respect from the people around you. Don't expect respect from your woman, from your family, because your woman is not going to respect you if you're supposed to be the type of man who does what he's supposed to do, but instead he looks at his friends and he says, well, they do drugs, well, they drink, well, they party, so I can just sit around and play video games all day because my friends do it. That type of man is the type of man where a woman is not going to respect you. And at that point, you can't blame the woman, right? You can't blame the woman at any scenario. You can't blame a woman if she's disrespectful towards you, because it's up to you to be the leader and set the standard and set what it is that you tolerate. So if you don't tolerate it, you take the lead and you let her go. If she doesn't meet your standards, you let her go. If she's disrespecting you, then you check it, right? You take the lead. You let her know that you are in charge. You are the man who sets the rules, and this is what it is. And if you're not willing to follow that, okay. But I am the leader. I lead, you follow. If you're not willing to follow my lead, then guess what? This is not going to change. I'm the leader. See, that's the problem with a lot of guys. They're poor leaders, and you have to start learning how to be a better leader in every situation in life. Because when you don't have those skills, when you are constantly a follower, you have to be told what to do, almost like a young boy who gets babied by his mom all day, right? Your mom tells you, hey, clean your room. Hey, wash the dishes. Hey, do this. A lot of you guys need to grow up. A lot of you guys need to get out of your mom's house, right? Because I know guys that, they'll stay at their mom's house in their 20s and they just get babied, right? They have to get told what to do. They have to get told, clean your room. They have to get told, be here at this time. When you move out and you are on your own, it's up to you. What do you want to do? Do you still have to get told what to do? Do you have to wait for someone to tell you, or are you going to get up every day and do what you're supposed to do? Because the moment that I moved out, when I was younger, I was the same, right? When I was at my mom's house, she'd tell me like, oh, your room is dirty, right? She'd tell me, oh, wash the dishes. But when I live on my own, guess what? I have to tell myself what to do. I have to lead myself. And if you cannot lead yourself, then you cannot lead a woman. You cannot lead a group of people. You cannot lead people at your job. You cannot lead people at a business. You first must be able to lead yourself. And how do you lead yourself? By telling yourself, this is what has to be done. Let's execute it. Let's get it done. And that's why you're not a good leader, because you tell yourself what to do and you can't even follow your own instructions. So how do you expect other people to follow your instructions? How do you expect to influence people to do what it is that you want them to do for the betterment of their lives, right? If you can't even follow your own instructions. See, what's an example of me leading myself? I lead myself by telling myself I gave my word to my people on YouTube, my community, that I was going to post every day. So even when I don't want to do it, I lead myself. I say, get up, Abdiel, get up, go to the computer, turn on the camera, and start speaking. Start giving the people the value that they need. Start giving the people the value that has helped you in your life to become a better man. Start giving people what you told them you were going to give them. My feelings are not a part of the equation. See, a lot of people, they can't lead themselves because their feelings are still a part of the equation. If I said I was going to do something, my feelings are out of the equation. It's what has to get done. So it's the same thing. I told myself I was going to pay this amount of bills, so it has to get done. I have to get up and I have to work every day because I told myself I was going to make money every day. So I have to get up and I got to go make money. See, I don't need motivation, and neither do you. You just have to get out of your own head. You just have to stop telling yourself that everything is about how you feel. It's not. It's about doing what you know you need to do and simply leading yourself. Getting up every day. Most importantly, having a why. What's your why? Because if you don't have a good why, guess what? You're not going to get up and you're not going to be able to lead yourself. A quality of a leader is giving people a why, a reason to follow that man, a reason to listen to him and follow his instructions, right? I'm leading this community on YouTube. Why? Because I want you guys to better your lives the same way that I bettered mine. So that's the why. So anyone who listens to this channel, anyone who watches my video, anyone who applies to their lives the things that I say on here is following it. Why? Because you know it's going to better your life. And it's the same thing with yourself. You must have a why so that every day when you get up, ask yourself, why am I doing this? If you don't have a why, you're not going to stick to it. If you don't have a why as to why you should get up every day, follow your instructions, and do what you said you were going to do, you're not going to do it. Why do I do it? Why do I follow my own instructions when I tell myself something has to get done, when I say I'm going to do something? Because I believe a man does what he says he was going to do. It's as simple as that. Is there other motivators? Sure. But the most boiled down answer is the fact that a man does what he says he was going to do regardless of how he feels. If you give someone your word, you do it. If you tell someone, hey, I'm going to be here at this time, you be there at that time. If you tell someone, hey, I'm going to hop on a call with you at this time, you hop on with them at that time, right? People who break their word cannot lead themselves, so they cannot be trusted. If someone tells you they're going to do something and then they don't follow through, you can't trust that person because that person doesn't even trust themselves. That person tells them every single day in the mirror, we're going to do this. We're going to drop these pounds. We're going to drop this body fat and we're going to become a better person. And then they don't do it. All right. So become a better leader. Study qualities of how to become a better leader. I might make a video on that. Comment down below if you guys want me to do that. Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. Peace out.